Hey, what's going on, wrestling fans? My name is TJ Jones, and welcome to another edition of the TJ Knows Wrestling Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as you all can see, I have a special guest with me here on the TJ Knows Wrestling Podcast. I got my nephew, Kalen. Kalen, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Hey, man, I'm glad that you had a time. You can take the time out to talk wrestling with me, man. I'm excited about it. You excited?
yeah,
Yeah. So let everybody know, man. Like, who's your favorite wrestler?
Kane.
Kane, okay. Kane is awesome, man. I love Kane too, man. I've been watching Kane since I was about your age, man. So Kane is definitely a really good wrestler. But we're gonna be talking about the Royal Rumble, man. Something that Kane has been in more times than anybody. All right, it's the 2021 Royal Rumble, and we got some matches that Kalen and I are going to be talking about, and we're going to be breaking down, and we're going to let everybody know who is going to win those matches. You excited about it, Kaylee? You ready? You ready to talk about this?
Yeah.
All right, man. It sounds good to me. Look, we got the first match. Okay, this match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You got Sasha Banks and Carmella. Now, this has been a feud that's been going on for a while, Kaylin. You know, Carmella comes back. She attacked Sasha Banks on several occasions. They had a match, and Sasha Banks ended up winning a match. But now Carmella says that she's prepared for her rematch. So, do you think that Sasha Banks is going to retain her women's championship, or do you think Carmella is going to win the title? What you think?
Mm, I feel like Sasha Banks might retain the title.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, because I think about Sasha Banks, right? I mean, she's probably had like one of the best years of all the women right now. You know, she's been beating everybody. I mean, she had that big feud with Bailey, and they were fighting each other, and then all of a sudden, she wins the women's championship. And Sasha Banks, she normally will win the championship, but she will always lose it when she defends it for the first time. So this is probably the longest time she's ever had at one time with the championship. But Carmella, I think Carmella might win this match. I think so because Carmella is back. She's better than ever. She got the guy on the outside to help out. You know what I'm saying? Distract Sasha Banks to possibly win this match. So I think Carmella might win the women's championship, man. I really do. So you really believe that Sasha Banks is gonna beat Carmella again?
I mean, maybe.
So okay, so do you like Sasha Banks? You like Sasha Banks and what she's been doing in wrestling? Not really. You're not really a fan. Okay, so all right, who's your favorite women's wrestler? Like if you could pick out of all the women, who's your favorite women's wrestler? The one that
Becky
you
Lynch.
like, huh?
Becky Lynch.
Okay, Becky Lynch. All right, man. So Becky Lynch, she's been out for a while. She had a baby, and now she should be coming back pretty soon. Wouldn't it be shocking if she actually came back for the Royal Rumble? That'd be pretty cool, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely would be cool. We're gonna move on, man. We got the women's tag team championships. Okay, we got Asuka and we got Charlotte Flair taking on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Now, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler were the previous women's tag team champions, and they had them for quite some time, and it was extremely dominant. But Charlotte comes back after being out for about 6 months, and she tags up with Asuka, and they win the tag team championships. But now Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, they want their titles back, man. They want their titles back. So how do you see this match going? Who do you think is going to win? Do you think Asuka and Charlotte are going to win, or do you think Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are going to win?
Mm,
Okay, because Charlotte. I mean, look, you got to be careful with Charlotte, right? Because Asuka is the women's champion, and we know that Charlotte can sometimes turn on her partner. So it could be one of those cases where Charlotte turns on Asuka. You never know. And Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler might win. So what you think?
So I feel like since Nia Jax lost the title, I feel
Hmm.
like they're gonna be trying to get their title back.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, even though I feel like Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, I don't know. I don't know how long they're going to be a tag team, but they have been dominant together, and they have like this great chemistry. Like they fight together really well. So the only thing about this match, Kaylin, that I think about is you can't trust Charlotte, right? You know, you can't trust Charlotte. So you also got to think about her dad, Ric Flair. Her dad, Ric Flair, has been messing around with Lacey Evans, and Lacey Evans could distract Charlotte and cause her to match. So I'm gonna say Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are gonna win this match. I don't think Asuka and Charlotte are gonna win. I think that was just something to bring Charlotte back and everybody be happy that she's back, give her a championship. But I think Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax gonna win because of Lacey Evans gonna distract Charlotte, or Charlotte is gonna turn on Asuka, one or the other. So what do you think? You think Nia Jax or Charlotte and Asuka?
Nia Jax.
Okay, and Shayna Baszler. Okay, all right. I think that's pretty easy, man. I think it's going to be. I think they're going to. I think they're going to win those tag team championships again. So that's the way I think about it. Okay, next is this. This is your match. This is the match we talked about on the phone. Okay, this is Drew McIntyre taking on Goldberg. Okay, now Goldberg comes back on Legends Night and he challenges Drew McIntyre to the WWE Championship. Goldberg has won all types of championships, but he has never won the WWE Championship. He won the Universal title in Saudi Arabia last year. He won a Universal title at the Royal Rumble before against Kevin Owens, but he has never won a WWE Championship, and Drew McIntyre has been on a roll. So, Kaylin, who do you see winning this match? Is it going to be Goldberg or is it going to be Drew McIntyre? Okay, because you got to look at it. Drew McIntyre is a really, really tough opponent, man. He's been on a roll. Last time he lost was against Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, and he has been putting on really good matches with Keith Lee and all kind of other superstars on the Raw roster.
I think Goldberg will win.
Okay, why?
Because I think he will win because he has picked up he has defeated giants and other people.
Okay. So you think Goldberg's strength is going to be the reason why he wins the match? Because he's strong. You know, the thing, it's so interesting because Goldberg, every time he comes back, he always beats the person for the championship. But Drew has been on a roll. So I can't see Drew McIntyre losing to Goldberg. I gotta go with Drew McIntyre, Kayla. I do because I like Drew McIntyre a lot, and I just think that he deserves his WrestleMania match, right? He won the title at WrestleMania last year. He lost it for a little while from Randy Orton and got it back, and he's been on a roll. So I just feel like he is going to go into WrestleMania, and I think he's going to have a really big match. I don't know if he's going to take on Brock Lesnar again or he's going to take on somebody else. I don't know, but I just feel like Drew McIntyre is going to win. I think he's going to retain his title. I think so. It's going to be a good match. I think it's going to be a quick match. It's not going to be long. I think it's going to be quick, but I got Drew McIntyre in that match. Okay, now we got the head of the table. We got Roman Reigns taking on Kevin Owens in the last man standing match. Now, Roman Reigns has really dominated this series, man. Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, it's been quite a few matches, man. And every time Kevin Owens seems to have a shot at the championship, in comes Jey Uso, in comes a distraction, and he ends up losing the match. But this time, Kevin Owens has Roman Reigns in the last man standing match. So, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns, Kaylin, who do you think is going to win?
Well, Kevin Owens won in 2018, so because Braun Strowman. So, but I feel like Kevin Owens might have a chance.
Wow, you think so?
Yeah,
I think so too because the way that he's been losing matches, has been because of Jay Uso, right? Jay Uso has been the person that's been distracting him, and he's been the one that basically been saving Roman every time Roman is about to lose the championship. And I just feel like, he's fought Roman Reigns so many times, so it's just a matter of time before he actually wins the championship. So, but Roman Reigns, I mean, look, Roman Reigns has really had a really good solid run. I mean, ever since he came back at SummerSlam, I mean, he hasn't lost. So I'm gonna say Roman Reigns gonna win this match because I think they're gonna have some outside interference. I think maybe the Usos are gonna do something. I think maybe Jimmy Uso might come back or something like that to help him out. I really believe that. I feel like Roman Reigns is gonna win this match. I think Kevin Owens is gonna be tough, but I think like something crazy gonna happen. Like he gonna tie Kevin Owens down or something like that. And he ain't gonna be able to get up or something. Like it's gonna be something crazy like that. I don't think he's just gonna knock him out cold. I just think they're probably gonna tie him down or put something on top of him or something like that. Like I think it's gonna be something like that because it is last man standing. Like you have to be on your feet by the count of 10. So if he can keep him down for 10 seconds in any way, he'll win the match. So I think Roman gonna win that match. But I agree with you with Kevin Owens. I do, Kevin. I really feel like he has a chance. I really feel like this time he's really motivated to win this match. So yeah, interesting. Okay, now we got the women's Royal Rumble match. Okay, we got 30 women that's going to compete for a shot at the SmackDown or the Raw Women's Championship of their choosing at WrestleMania. And you got some good talented women in this match, right? I mean, you got Charlotte Flair, you got Tamina, you got Natalia, you got I'm pretty sure maybe Carmella or something like that, or Sasha Banks, one or other. If one end up losing, so you got a bunch of women that can win this match. Okay, there's a huge chance. So looking at the match itself, Kaylin, the women's Royal Rumble. Who do you think is going to win, and what do you expect? Like, do you expect any surprises? Do you expect anybody we haven't seen in a long time? What do you think?
Well, I think Becky Lynch might come back at number 30.
Wow. Whoa. Now that would be pretty cool. I mean, I've seen her, like she seemed like she's really in shape. Since she had her baby. That would be interesting, man. That would be interesting. Becky Lynch coming back challenging for a championship. That would be interesting. But you know who I think is going to win, Kaylee? I'm going to be serious. You know who I believe is going to win? I feel like the person that is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble is Bianca Belair. I feel like Bianca Belair is going to win because she was in the Royal Rumble last year and she lasted like 30 minutes and she eliminated like 8 women. That's like a record right now. So, and the way that she's been performing as of late, I really feel like she is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. That's who I believe. If Becky Lynch don't come back, I feel like Bianca Belair is going to win. That's my choice. That's who I feel is going to win.
I mean, if someone come out at like towards the end of the Royal Rumble, and she's in there, they might actually be able to eliminate her.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it all depends though. It depends on what number she draws now. Now, if she's like number 1 or 2 like she was last year, there's a tough chance that she might win. But if she's like number 15 or number 16, like in the middle, then I think that she might end up winning this match. Okay, we got some people that want to chime in. We got Jerry. Okay, Jerry says that's tough, but I got Lacey Evans. So he thinks that Lacey Evans has a chance. What do you think about Lacey Evans? Do you like Lacey Evans? Do you think she has a chance to win?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. I mean, but look, I just think that it just seems to me like her and Charlotte are going to have like a match, right? Because it seems like they're setting something up between her and Charlotte. And because of that, I just feel like they're trying to have a big match at WrestleMania. That's what I feel. Because you got Lacey Evans, messing with Charlotte's dad, Ric Flair. So I think that they might end up having a match. That's one of the reasons I don't feel like she's going to win. It's rather she's going to cause Charlotte the tag team championship with Asuka later on in the night, and it's going to cause Charlotte to come out and eliminate her, from the Royal Rumble or something like that. It's going to be something like that, which is going to cause them to be in a match. That's the way I feel about it. Okay. But we're going to move on. This is the main event of the night, Caleb. Okay, we got the men's Royal Rumble. Okay, this is like the big event that everybody looks forward to. Whoever wins, they get a shot at their respective title, whether it's the Universal or WWE Championship. They main event WrestleMania. So, Kaylin, they got a lot of guys in this match. Who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble?
Well, it depends on who comes in, because if Braun Strowman's in the Royal Rumble, that people might not stand a chance.
Wow, yeah, Braun Strowman. Yeah, Braun Strowman has been out for a while too. Nobody's seen him, so that's a good choice.
He came back last night.
Oh, he did. Okay. I didn't check out SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him, so I didn't know if he came back or not. So you just told me something I didn't even see, because I didn't get a chance to really. I watched some. He came back on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay. I only saw some of SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to see the beginning. I seen when Daniel Bryan challenged, AJ Styles, and then I didn't get a chance to check out the rest of it. So Braun Strowman is back. That's pretty cool right there. That's interesting, man. So Braun Strowman coming back. That's one. Okay. Give me another wrestler out there that you feel like has a chance. You say Braun Strowman. Who else? You got quite a few. You got Big E in a Royal Rumble. You got John Morrison in a Royal Rumble. You got I don't know if Kofi gonna be in it. No, Kofi's not. He said he's not gonna be in it. You got. Let me see. You got so many other guys. Randy Orton is in it. AJ Styles is in it. Daniel Bryan is in it. So who do you think?
Randy Orton might stand a chance.
Randy Orton, the only thing about that, Caleb, you got to watch out for the Fiend, right? The Fiend, you had Alexa Bliss, and he's been like messing with Alexa Bliss, and the Fiend is going to eventually show up.
Yeah, so, he might come back at the Royal Rumble.
And he might end up causing Randy Orton a shot at the championship. So that might be something. This is who I feel. Okay, these are my picks. Okay, my dark horse, a person I feel like that could win, but it might be a long shot, is Jey Uso. I feel like Jey Uso can win the Royal Rumble because of how he's been treated by Roman Reigns in the past and how Roman Reigns humiliated him in some of those matches. I can see him becoming the number one contender and going to WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns. Another person I feel like would win the Royal Rumble is Seth Rollins. I feel like Seth Rollins has been on the shelf for quite some time. I can see him coming back this time as a good guy, okay, because he's been a bad guy. I can see him coming back as a good guy and challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Okay, that's another one. And finally, I feel like Daniel Bryan, because they're talking about how Daniel Bryan has won all these championships, but he has never won the Royal Rumble. So those are my three people I feel like can win the match. Those are the guys that I feel like can possibly win. So, because to me, if I had to pick out those three, it would be Seth Rollins if he returns. If not Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, because I can see Daniel Bryan facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. What you think about Daniel Bryan? Do you think Daniel Bryan has a chance?
No.
No chance. Okay. So you believe that Braun Strowman might win the Royal Rumble. So Braun Strowman is your number one choice.
Yeah, after his return, I feel like he probably drew a number in the Royal Rumble.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see Braun Strowman having a good showing. Him winning. He's won a Royal Rumble before. He's won the greatest Royal Rumble, the largest Royal Rumble in history. So wouldn't be surprising if he shows up and he wins again. So that is the Royal Rumble predictions. So let's go ahead and read a few of these comments, man, and see what people have to say, and then we'll get up out of here. Let's see, Jerry. Shouts out to Jerry. Jerry says loves Sasha and Carmella, but it's time for Carmella to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. So, Kayla, there's somebody else that feel like Carmella might win the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, Sasha Banks, I mean, she's been doing good, so I can completely understand it. Okay, I can completely understand how you feel, but oh man, it's just hard for me to believe that guy, you know what I'm saying, her the guy on the outside not gonna interfere in that match and cause Sasha Banks that belt. I'm serious, like, but Sasha Banks is tough, man. She's endured a lot, so that might be interesting. Okay, let's see. And then we had Jerry telling me that Braun Strowman returned. So yeah, I mean, Braun Strowman did return. I think that's gonna be huge. You know, like I said, I didn't catch that. I'm looking forward to seeing a Royal Rumble. I'm looking forward to it. Anything else? Like anything you're looking forward to? Any surprises that would make you be like, I can't believe this happened? Anything?
The thing that would surprise me the most is Kane returning.
Okay, Kane coming back
for one more match.
Okay, Kane coming back. I can see that, Caleb. I can see Kane coming back because Kane has been huge in Royal Rumbles. Like I think he's been in more Royal Rumbles than anybody in history. So I can see him actually putting the mask on and coming back, you know. So that would be a shock right there. Let's just say, let's go ahead and put that on the list. Let's say Kane is going to come back. Okay. This is my prediction. Okay. This will be my surprise. Right. Okay. No, go ahead. You can go ahead.
Or even more a surprise. He put on his suit from 1999 to come on. Right, no, but he took that off.
Yeah, I mean, look, any way Kane can come back, which if he does, he might come back with the mask on. I don't know if he's gonna come back with the whole suit like the old long sleeve. I don't know if he's gonna come back with that suit on. But I think that he might come back because he's been in so many Royal Rumbles. To me, this would be a shock to me. If Brock Lesnar comes back after Drew McIntyre beats Goldberg and he F5s Drew McIntyre, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see Brock Lesnar coming back challenging Roman Reigns because he's with Paul Heyman. So I can see Paul Heyman going on Raw and representing Brock Lesnar, and on SmackDown he's representing Roman Reigns. I can see that happening. So I would say Brock Lesnar coming back after Drew McIntyre wins. That's my surprise right there.
Well, if Brock Lesnar come back, I feel like Paul Heyman is going to try to get back with Brock Lesnar, but and Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar might fight, but Paul Heyman gonna wind up double crossing Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm. Well, this the thing, Kaylin. If Brock Lesnar is the champion on Raw and Roman is the champion on SmackDown, he doesn't have to worry about double crossing anybody because he can represent both of them. Now, if Roman was the champion and Brock Lesnar was to go after Roman, then I can see him making a choice. But if Roman is on one show, Brock is on another, then Paul Heyman don't have to make a choice. So I can see him representing both of them. And, you know, that would be my surprise. That would be my shock that Brock Lesnar comes back, F5 Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre did beat him for the championship at WrestleMania. So I can see him coming back for revenge on that. So that's the way I see it going. Let's see. He has eliminated more people than anyone. Yeah, good shot. So CT believes you, man. CT says that would be a huge shock to see Kane come back, man. So you got some people out here that like Kane, man. Like him like you. Damien says, how much I miss TJ. You missed quite a bit, man. We've been talking about the Royal Rumble prediction. We're talking about who we feel is going to win, who we feel is going to lose. So, so we basically broke down every single match, and very excited about it, man. And if you don't know, this is my nephew Kalen, who's a big wrestling fan. He's been watching wrestling for quite some time. He has all the wrestling video games. He got the wrestling poster behind him. So, who's your favorite wrestler? Let everybody know your favorite wrestler is again.
Kane.
Kane is his favorite wrestler, man. So yeah, so I'm glad to have him on the show today. We broke down what's gonna happen at the 2021 Royal Rumble. And Kalen, we're gonna break it down again, man. We're gonna talk about what happened after the match. So we're gonna get together later on in the week and we can come back and let the people know how we felt, how the Royal Rumble went, how that sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, sound good. Okay, so I know a lot of people gonna be excited to see you come back here on the TJ Knows Wrestling podcast. Once again, I am TJ Jones alongside my nephew Kalen, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search TJ Knows Wrestling, facebook.com, search TJ Knows Wrestling, and we thank you all so much for taking a part in the prediction episode here on the podcast. Till next time, we'll see you down the road.